getting let go, I text my first line about it, one of the seniors. I said, hey, were you aware that I was getting, let go? Because we were just having, we were just having drinks last week. What happened? What happened? It sounded like y'all made this decision as soon as I got there. What happened? This man proceeds to respond to me with a paragraph
from ChatGPT.
Actually, this one, I'm gonna do the dude. Do you follow Josh Tech?
Maybe.
Anyway, he was working at Amazon and just got laid off. So I think this is actually funny. Well, not funny that he got laid off, but the way he be talking make it funny.
Listen, I don't want to be messy, but I have to get this off my chest because it's still making me mad to this day. When I got let go from Amazon, I thought about all the cool times, all the fun times I had traveling, doing stuff cool. The previous Friday, the entire team got together, went out, had a great time, had drinks, stuff like that, got a little Pepsi, got a little, you feel me? We had fun. Then that coming Monday, one of my teammates got let go. I was like, damn, I might be on the hook here. Hold on, let me lock in. I have not been good at this job so far, but let me lock in. I'll be safe. As long as I ask questions, stuff like that, we'll be good.
No.
So, when I found out I'm getting let go, I text my first line about it, one of the seniors. I said, hey, were you aware that I was getting, let go? Because we were just having, we were just having drinks last week. What happened? What happened? It sounded like y'all made this decision as soon as I got there. What happened? This man proceeds to respond to me with a paragraph
from ChatGPT.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, fam. You fired me, and then I ask you why, and you just say, "Hey, give me a reason." Hold on, I'm a senior manager at a fame company.
No facts. That's the prompt.
Give me a reason to why we fired our network engineer.
Oh my god! And if it's hooked up right, it probably can pull in the reason because y'all ain't got that data secured.
Hey, tap into the API for Workday and pull out his goals and metrics and see what he ain't do and throw it in there.
That's so sick. I'm sick they getting off like that. And then like for someone that mean he ain't even try to make it sound. The prompt didn't say make it sound personable or.
I ain't gonna lie. When you work with some people,
you know how certain people
talk.
Yeah,
like
facts.
Come on, you ain't that.
You don't even talk like that.
You're not Stephen A. You don't go on tirades like that.
Yes, I will say this again. He proceeds to respond to me with a paragraph from ChatGPT. I knew it was ChatGPT because it had them dashes in it, and it didn't seem human. And I was like, damn, man, I'm cooked. I didn't even, and like I said, I'm not trying to be messy. I'm not naming names or nothing. I just like, damn, that's how y'all be? I could have sworn we was homies. The way we was acting, you feel me? But no, wasn't like that at all. And listen,
it's the for
I
me.
know, but bro was only was working there only like a month or two.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah,
just when you start to.
Normally, when you get brought on is when they like not trying to lay you off at most times at our workplaces.
Just when you get comfortable and you want to order that crab boil.
Bryson said he's low key tired of AI. Where's J. Lou at? He said
AI is a metric already.
Yeah, he said a metric for them already. And then this guy said Guardians Protocol podcast said Amazon and Meta firing people so they can save money to buy GPUs, chips, etc. to appeal to the resources needs to their business to business customers. That's where the bread and butter is of companies. I feel you, Melvin. So
is this Gabe?
No, it's not Gabe.
Oh.
Gabe still gonna say Gabe. I just said Melvin because guns
I'm
and
talking
butter.
about most recent. Congrats, y'all, in the chat at the bottom.
I don't see that. What's that on?
In the comments.
Yeah.
That's Gabe.
It gotta be. Yeah, it just came through. It didn't show me through StreamYard, man. Appreciate that. It's like delaying showing coming up on our end. On the StreamYard end. And then there was another guy. Let me see. This one right here.
People are getting fired left and right, and their bosses are blaming AI, right? So you had 16,000 people laid off at Amazon. You had this week, Dow has cut 4,500 jobs because of AI, and these are white-collar jobs, right? These are jobs that, even the banking industry, Wells Fargo has cut a bunch of jobs because they think that AI will be able to do the work, right? But what's really interesting is that the Harvard Business Review just came out with a study today, January 29th, that said basically, so it looked into it. They talked to more than 1,000 global executives, and they said, "What are your plans around AI? And why are you letting people go? And what value are you finding in AI?" And they found, first of all, that these folks are having a lot of trouble quantifying the value of generative AI. 44% of them said that it was the most difficult form of AI to assess. But 90% of them say that their organizations are getting either some or a great deal of value from AI. But on the issue of job loss and headcount reduction, this is what the study says, quote, the survey's results suggest that companies are making decisions to reduce headcount before they see the benefits of AI's impact. And this plays into layoffs at a profitable company anyway, right? Profitable public companies are incentivized to increase profits for Wall Street, not for their people. CEOs are there to optimize efficiency, not to save jobs. And people like to lay people off during good times. It is a theater for shareholders. And it turns out in the issue of AI and jobs, it is theater because the jobs can't be done by AI yet, but here they go.
I just like his tone and his vibe for sure. The fact that before you even can see the value, my thing is everybody's implementing AI in their organization, but they're not even teaching their users how to use these tools. They're like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's put that in, and let's put this in, and let's put that in.
They're not even implementing it. They're just saying they are.
Where is the change management? You're in change management. If you do OCM, now's your time to shine.
They not even implementing it. They just saying they are.
Because they bought something.
They spending the money on the research. That's what
I think they're spending the money on the tools. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the money on the research for sure. That's where it is. And I don't know. It's just crazy to me that, because at the end of the day, it was another video that I didn't share, but she was like, all these layoffs, they're just gonna push for a universal income or whatever, because people not gonna be able to work. Like if you got all these robots and stuff like that, you're like, well, what everybody else gonna do? But at the end of the day, too, I think life really gonna get real when all the boomers go. When the boomers gone, they can realize, hey, people ain't been having no kids. Like, what we gonna do? And that's when the rise of the robots gonna come. For real, ain't nobody. It's been so expensive. Ain't nobody having, like, if I was to pull up, it's a guy on TikTok. He's always talking about, hey, in 1990 versus 2025, you could have been making, $50,000 in 1990. You could have had a 4-bedroom house, a new car, this and that. Versus now, if you make the same amount, you can't get nothing.
Nah,
you can't afford to pay attention.
Didn't I just say that when I went and got that food?
Yeah.
What? Why is everything so expensive? I'm gonna still eat, but yeah.
Man, that's crazy.